Hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and today you're in for kind of a mix of a treat of a little bit of everything. We did buy some counterfeit stuff again.
We did.
We're back at it, buying fake items. And we're going to talk about that, but we're going to talk about a bunch of other random stuff as well. And we'll get to all of that. So let's just jump into it, but let's look at what sold first.
We sold a box of football cards. We sold a box of 1988 Topps football cards, the white pack.
Yep, if you've seen them once, you've seen them 1,000 times on this channel.
We're getting low. We only have 3 full boxes left.
3 cases.
Three cases left.
So those sold for how much?
Full price, $150 plus shipping.
There you go. All right, let's do one more.
The next item is a book out of our storage unit. It is called 3 Novels, The Soft Machine, Nova Express, and The Wild Boys.
Williams and Burroughs. Okay.
It's not Williams and.
What's it? Williams S. Burroughs. Not wearing my reading glasses. So that's the book right there.
That wasn't a great one.
No, but
it
was in a storage unit, so was it worth listing?
Yeah, initially, and then I took an offer on it because it'd been there for a bit. So it sold for $12, free shipping.
Well, it was $14.95 originally on the sticker price, so it didn't depreciate too much.
I think that's what I had it listed at, was either $13.99 or $14.99.
So the first topic for today, you can probably tell we don't sound great.
No, we don't.
And in my case, probably don't look great either. We're both a little bit under the weather and have been all week. And I think this is the first real time, like we've both been sick at the same time.
Yep.
And it really makes you think about the fact that we don't get sick days here.
We don't. Like, it's suck it up, buttercup.
Yep. There's really nothing, like if we're both sick and we both want to stay in bed.
What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? Like, what's your contingency? We can't.
do we tag team? One get up and do some work for a little bit, and then the other one get up while the other one rests?
I mean, in a lot of cases, if you're the only one doing this, if you're not doing this as a team even, you don't get the sick days. No. So, I mean, we could put our store on vacation for a few days and all that stuff. We can extend our shipping time. But once the orders are, I mean, if you wake up in the morning to 14 orders and you don't feel good.
No. What do you do?
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters!
I don't think so.
Yeah, so we were lucky enough that we weren't both completely sick at the same time.
Yep.
Like mine started the end of last week.
They overlapped, but one of us was kind of on the mend as the other one was getting sick. The problem is our youngest daughter works at a daycare and we call her the plague bringer. Like every sickness that goes around comes into that daycare and she brings it directly to us as a gift every week.
Yep, every weekend she comes to work with us, so she brings us everything.
So the joys of having people that you know work in daycares, I'll tell you what, our immune system should be really good. Whatever, I think we could probably survive nuclear winter at this point because she's brought us a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, it does beg the question, like, what do you guys do? We're still new to this, so we don't know the answer. We don't know what, like, if we're both out.
Some people don't handle sickness as well as others.
My sickness is worse than yours.
It was not.
Totally worse.
It was not. I went garage sailing sick.
Look, when you were sick, it didn't bother me hardly at all.
Bite me.
But when I'm sick, it bothers me a lot, so it was obviously worse.
You're horrible.
So,
what do you do when you're sick?
What do you guys do? I mean, probably this video and maybe even our next one, we're going to be suffering a little bit of a residual that we're trying to get over here. Nothing terrible. We're back on our feet, but we're tired and we're stuffy and we got a cough and
the cough is the worst part.
Nose runs like a faucet, so we're tired of blowing our noses and just bleh. So if you notice that in these videos, give us a little bit of leeway, but more importantly, give us ideas for sick days. You don't really get that benefit from your job when you work for yourself. You don't get the sick day.
You don't, because if you wake up, if you could put your store in vacation mode, but that doesn't help if you wake up on Wednesday, but you have orders to ship, but you're sick.
Most businesses that we've run up to this point, we've had systemized to the point where we could actually have an employee or a family member or just about anybody come in and do the job because we had a procedure for everything. This one we really don't.
No.
This one's kind of just like you are the business.
Ooh, I could call my sister.
If you know another reseller, but she would have to learn our inventory.
I think she'd find it.
We should start training an intern.
Tara.
Just in case. Yeah, we need an emergency contact intern that we could train on our inventory system and just call them in
We have
when needed.
two.
Who?
Hannah.
Well, she just bring us some other disease.
Yeah, but if she's out here without us, we're not around her.
We might not have to pay her. She brought us this sickness. She might owe us.
Yeah.
There you go. Hannah, you're on the hook. Come out here and learn the inventory system. So that's what we might do. Let us know in the comments what you guys are going to do.
You know she admitted she doesn't watch us, right? So she's never going to hear that.
She didn't have to admit that. I assumed that.
Okay.
All right, so that's the first off-topic, weird topic, non-topic topic of today's video. So let's jump into a few more things that sold.
We sold a Barbie. Not one of the ones I picked up out of my 400.
This is this is the Barbie out of our old inventory.
Yep.
So
She is fashionista polka dot dress Barbie. She doesn't have dress.
no dress.
No, but that's what she is. That's how you identify some of the fashionista dolls.
She is number 27. That is what she is to us.
Yep.
And she is going out the door for how much?
$12.
$12. So
Plus shipping.
that's pretty good for just a stock has no accessories Barbie.
No, and she's
$12.
newer. She's from 2007, so she's not even vintage.
Yeah, all day long we'll take $12 a Barbie.
We have recruited our youngest to help identify Barbies out of our 400 Barbies that we bought at the hoarder house. So
I think she likes doing stuff like identify Barbies in Littlest Pet Shop and stuff like that. I think she has fun with it.
she took a whole tote home with her.
And we'll see, we're already training our intern.
Okay, the next item we sold two of to the same person. They sold for 1 penny difference though. These are Bachmann HO Easy Track. They're the left and right switch turnouts. And whatever those
They
other
even
little
have
pieces
the little
are.
controller and cables with them.
Sure. But there's two of them. Not just that set. That's one
These
set.
sat in a box for so long because we didn't want to list them because it was just a box of track and
But they're-
accessories and stuff.
They're worth good money. There was track, and then I found that train.
So each one of these bags has two Y split tracks
Yep.
and a controller and the cables to go in them.
controllers.
So they actually get 4
Yep.
sets of tracks that they're buying.
Yep.
And those sold for how much?
One sold for $34.26, and one sold for $34.27. They sent offers.
Strange, but we'll take it.
Now
All right.
on to our counterfeit.
Yep, we bought fake stuff again. You'd think we'd learn, but I promise you we won't. We will continue to buy fake stuff and
But it was a
until we know
learning
it.
lesson. This one was a learning lesson.
We have never bought this particular item fake before.
Or ever.
Or ever.
Or
Real
ever,
or fake.
because they are the butt ugliest thing ever.
Yep.
Okay, so while we were out garage sailing this last weekend, we hit a couple
Garage sales?
neighborhood sales. I was trying to think of neighborhood. And so the item that we picked up, I saw them and I'm like, those are really unique. They're like weird. So I was showing them to Corey and I looked them up and they had a good set. Like they were worth like $100 bucks.
She image searched them. You did an image search on Google
No, I
to
did.
find them.
Adidas foam runner, because that's what's on the thing.
Okay.
So they are actually Adidas Yeezy foam runner shoes.
Yeah. You're probably familiar with them if you're not us. Like we
are
are
not.
not familiar with them. You don't see Yeezys in South Dakota. That's just not something you run across.
Oh,
But we saw them, and in our defense, the garage sale was a fairly upscale neighborhood. It
was.
wasn't a bad neighborhood. She had a lot of fairly expensive Nikes and stuff like that.
Yep.
And her stuff was priced up pretty, like it was a higher end garage sale. It wasn't,
Yeah,
we didn't buy these out of a trailer court thinking they were real.
No.
It was with a bunch of other
Nikes
higher,
and-
nice stuff.
Yep.
So we bought this pair of white
they're
Yeezys.
called sand.
Why do I feel douchey just saying that word, Yeezys? It's just a dumbass word.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
bought these sand colored, so they're like an off-white colored.
Are they supposed to be off-white?
Yes,
Because they
they're
look
called
just
sand.
dirty.
No,
white.
they're off-white. They're the color is called sand. They have
Okay.
different colors, but
Well, anyway, they're fake.
Yes. So I started looking into them.
Well, initially she said they're real, then they're fake, then they're real, then they're fake. Then we downloaded an app.
I downloaded Check.
Check. And Check said, nope, fake.
They did say fake. So here's my frustration with that, though, is the only thing they said about it.
Based on
Appearance. That means jack and crap to me. Like, I want to know how you told me they were
Both
fake.
Jack and crap?
No, they mean crap to me.
It wasn't helpful.
No, it was dumb. And I
But-
paid $5 for it.
You know what else it was?
What?
Correct.
It was. So I decided to take a second route, and I posted it in an online group that we have, or that we're part
A
of.
couple of them.
Yep, I posted it in our Discord that we have, and then I posted it on a Facebook group. The Facebook group, most of them were like, just list them and let them go through authentication.
They're expensive enough shoes that they would go through authentication because they're over $100. So that was one route we were considering because we weren't sure.
So then I just let it ride. Like, I got busy listing some silverware that we bought and some other stuff, and so I let it ride. Well, then some really, really nice lady in that group posted a link to this thing on a website that's called dypeapp.com, dypeapp.com. And it actually goes into great detail showing you the original one, the real ones, the fake ones, and everything.
How to tell if your Yeezys are actually Skeezies.
Yeah, and so, I mean, because they look authentic, but the two big things...
We should post that link somewhere for them.
I can put it in the
Just in case you happen to run in a pair of these. It was very helpful for us because it didn't take long once she had that resource to figure out that, I mean, it was non-subjective, just straight to the facts.
Yep.
This is real, this is fake.
And
it was
some are
very
hard.
easy.
Some are harder to see. Like the texture of the Yeezys are harder to see. But the two things that showed me that they were fake. One, initially I was like, it says they're made in the USA, and almost everyone I saw on eBay said they were made in China. So that threw me off. But then I did some more research and found out the Yeezy plain colors are primarily made in the US. The two reasons that I know they're fake is the stamping of the size and the brand, or however you want to say it, the letters were wrong. The second way was the holes are not clean. Like, you can see where the, what do you call it? The mold separated.
That was extremely long.
Suck it.
It was like 8 minutes.
That was not 8 minutes, you. So that's how I found out they were fake. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Throw them away?
I think they'll just go on the tree pile when we burn the brush. Like
Yeah.
Unless they'll fit you. I think they'll fit you.
They're a size 10 US. You want me to wear those things?
Are they women's or men's or?
I don't think it's
women's
I think
size
it's
10 or
unique.
men's size 10?
I don't think they're men's and women's.
They're, well, like what size 10?
I don't know. I'd have to try them on. I don't know. It doesn't say men's or
I
women's.
would say
in
they're
them.
closer to a woman's size 10 than a men's size 10.
I don't know. They're freaking
They
ugly.
look pretty small. Although it's hard to say they look small because it looks like you're wearing this giant hunk of plastic on your feet.
I'm going to wear those garage sailing this weekend.
Well, keep them if you want to wear them, and beyond that, I think we'll just throw them on the brush pile and burn
I
them.
can paint that shit pink.
You can do whatever you want with them.
Oh, those would be cool Barbie shoes.
There you go, Barbie Yeezys or Barbie Skeezies, because they're not
Yeah, because
real.
they're not Yeezys. They're Skeezies.
So there you go.
Sorry, that was long.
We have saved the world of reselling from one more fake by identifying it and taking it off the market.
Yep.
All right, let's look at a few more things that sold.
The next item was an awesome find. Hold on, I gotta find it in my list. It is a 2010 Nook Color by Barnes & Noble. It is factory sealed.
Yep, new sealed. They never even opened it. We just found it at a garage sale.
Do you know what we paid for that?
I don't.
We paid $5.
And the box looks a little bit yellowed.
Yep.
Like it's older. How old is it?
2010.
So it's
13 years.
dang near
14
vintage
years
at this
almost.
point.
Almost 7 more years.
So we got $5 in it. What did it sell for?
$124.99.
There you go.
I was shocked.
You don't find those every day.
No, that was a cool find. Next item. We sold some foosball.
I remember picking those up.
Foos or foosh? I think it's foos.
It might be French. It could be fouché.
You want to play some fouché ball?
Like it's the little soccer dudes off of an actual like the old Brunswick foosball tables.
They weren't branded, but
I think when I looked them up, that's what I figured out is they were off a Brunswick table, which is just a common branded table.
Yep, I listed them as unbranded, but they are the foosball table soccer replacement men in the blue uniform, and they have other additional pieces. They got a couple balls in there.
Yep, and we actually did find a whole box of them. Like they stripped down the whole table. They have the red team and the blue team. They had all the I guess they're not the bearings, the bushings, the rubber bumper bushings and stuff. And we just bought the whole box for like $1 or $2. And then we divided them up into teams and put 2 sets together, and that sold for how much?
We sold the red ones already, but these ones sold for $30.99.
Yep. So
they got green here though. Did you notice that?
It's a French thing.
You're horrible.
All right, now this one is 100% Teresa's fault.
I didn't know better.
We got in trouble from eBay. eBay sent us a letter. Well, they didn't send us. It's like they sent something through the mail and handwritten letter. They sent us an email saying that they took down one of our items for using an unauthorized brand name. Basically, we put Barbie on a piece of Barbie clothing.
But it was
not Barbie branded.
Yep. So the violation is called our listing did not follow their search manipulation policy. Manipulating search results to gain unfair visibility of an item is not allowed. I didn't know any better.
Well, and eBay, you're making us sound way smarter than we are. We're not that sophisticated. We are not manipulating search.
So it was a red, like velvet coat.
Yeah, it's for a Barbie type doll. It's doll clothing.
Yep.
And it wasn't Barbie, and we marked it as for Barbies. So definitely I get what they're saying. 100% get what they're saying. The wording in it was a little bit the wording made me feel a little bit like a criminal because they made me feel kind of smart because they were like, "Oh, you're manipulating search." I'm like, I wish I knew how.
But yeah, all it said was it was a vintage red overcoat with white fur trim for Barbie doll.
Yep. So, moral of the story, don't use a brand name in something that is not branded.
Correct.
That even if it is an aftermarket piece that's made for that brand, you still can't call it for that brand. You can't use their name to market it because it is manipulating search manipulation.
But the good thing about it is they give you a chance to fix it. The other thing I want to note about this is I noticed in the thing that the email that
How did they give us a chance to fix it? They delisted the item.
No, they hid it. They didn't delist it. They hid it.
Oh, so they left it inactive, but they hid the listing, and we had to go correct it.
Yes. So the other thing I noticed on this was the determination.
You know what they did? By hiding that listing, without delisting it, they manipulated the search results. Do better, eBay.
So this one actually was found by a customer service agent. It doesn't say it was found by AI. So it gives you an option once you get notified of that to go in and modify it. So I just went in and I changed it to be all of the beginning part. I took out Barbie and I put 4 on an 11.5-inch fashion doll.
There you go.
But really, do you know how long that's been listed?
Well, it takes a while to find mistakes sometimes.
Well, I know.
I'm not mad that they...
No, I don't care. It wasn't like it was
I get it.
$100.
That is a rule that we broke unintentionally. I get that. It's just that the email sounded very...
Threatening?
No. It just made me feel a little bit like I was doing something way more wrong than we were.
Made you feel dirty?
Dirty. No. All right, so yeah, eBay ease off a little on the verbiage.
Well, and they're a little slow.
Yeah, eBay's a little slow, all right.
Well, the only reason I say that is because I've seen other people recently posting Veros, and it's items that sold 6 months ago.
Oh yeah,
and they're just now getting a Vero.
That's always been a thing with eBay, though.
Whatever. So we learned our lesson. I know not to put something that's not Barbie.
Yeah, quit picking on us, eBay. We don't feel good.
Do you think they give
Have a heart.
I don't think they give a
Grams
shit.
and Pops need some chicken soup. Leave us alone.
Ew.
Ew.
I don't like chicken noodle soup.
How did we end up married?
I don't like chicken noodle soup. Okay.
Well, you can have a bowl of saltine crackers. I'll eat the soup.
I don't eat just plain saltine crackers.
Eat what you're given. You a millennial? All right.
You gonna talk about the next thing that sold?
All right. Let's look at what sold next.
Okay. The next thing that sold was part of Corey's golf stuff that he bought that he never listed. So we sold a Nike Golf 5-way dual shoulder strap carry stand carry bag. That was a lot of freaking words. Hey, don't do that. You're supposed to push down on it. Oh yes, I annotated that too, that one of the things is like coming off.
It is not in the best shape by any means, but it's fairly clean, and it's only got a few things wrong with it, and It's a Nike bag, and apparently Nike does not make golf stuff anymore, which makes it hard to find, vintage,
Hard to
desirable,
Rare.
rare.
So I listed it, and like literally 2 hours later, I got a message from somebody asking me if I could if I would take an offer for a certain amount because the shipping was so high. So I went and looked at it, and I made a boo-boo.
He wasn't wrong. Shipping was very high.
I had him screenshot his order thing so I could see it, and it was going to charge him $110 for shipping.
Yep. Which we've actually had blow molds that did legitimately cost
The one that
that
cost
much.
$169.
Yeah, we've had them go up that high, so we had to come check. Like, we had to physically come check.
So the reason it was so high was because I had chosen our policy that's USPS Ground Advantage or USPS Priority Mail.
And didn't include UPS as an option.
Nope. So I went in and I modified it and changed it to UPS, and it dropped it down to like $60 or $70 shipping. I don't remember for sure.
We ended up combining the shipping with it and making, like, we accepted an offer on it.
Yep.
Once we fixed the shipping, it was less than half price of what it was going to cost it.
Yep.
And he just sent an offer or just
Yeah,
bought
he
it?
just sent an offer for like $5 lower, so it ended
Yeah.
up being at the price that he initially offered to me anyway.
So what did it sell for?
It sold for $90 plus shipping.
$90. And I think we did sell a few of the clubs. That bag was full of clubs. I
Yep.
bought it for the bag.
Yep.
There was like 1 or 2 clubs worth anything in the bag. The rest were just like junk that we tossed out.
Yep.
But I know the bag itself, we might have paid $5-6 for the bag and all the clubs.
Yep.
Total.
Yeah, because we don't. Yeah.
We don't spend much on clubs at all, ever.
And we not buying them this year.
No, I don't think we will buy clubs. We might keep our eyes open a little bit more for baseball bats. Clubs are the same way if you find the right ones. But like you watch a lot of the YouTubers and you see a lot of them picking up clubs and how lucrative they are and how well they're selling. That you don't have those kind of clubs in South Dakota. I mean, you're smacking rocks and cow pies and shit around here. It isn't Daytona Beach over here. Golf is not like it is in Florida, in South Dakota. So when you're finding clubs here,
You're finding Wilson and
9 times out of 10 they're Wilsons or Spaldings or like clubs that are still made out of wood. The wood is literally still made out of wood. I think we have one.
I do, and it's not worth anything.
Is it right there?
I think it is. I think that one's wood. It is wood.
Yeah, so we're finding woods that are like still made out of wood and stuff. That's the quality of golf stuff we're finding here in South Dakota, which is not...
Well, yeah, because you can only golf so many months out of the year. We don't golf year round.
Yeah, you got like 3 good months of golf here, and then
May.
unless you're going to wear a parka...
Yep. May, June, July, August, but it gets hot in August.
You can golf in September, but it's cold and it's always windy here. So it's just not the golf mecca like some of these other places are. So you don't come here and pick up clubs like you do in other parts.
No, but we are
the
going to keep
country.
our eyes out for baseball bats because
Now,
my sister educated me on that.
I will still buy clubs if
Ping?
we find something fairly decent at,
Worth it.
but we just don't find them here. So we need to stop buying the junk.
Yep.
I wonder, I have seen people like pull the heads off of these clubs and sell the heads as like coat hangers and like bundle up 5, 6, 8 of them, whatever, and sell them like that so that people can make coat racks and stuff.
Now, I don't know. I might have to look into that.
We may have just found a way to actually use golf clubs that aren't worth anything. We'll let you know on that.
So, another thing that we sold is some Stampin' Up. We sold Button rubber stamp set.
Oh yeah, that one doesn't.
Make sure it's closed.
Well, it doesn't seem to want to close right. Those are going to be all over the place. So they're little button stamps.
Yep.
And the case doesn't close, so...
We'll have to make sure.
Oh, there goes. Pop's fixed it. So what's the Stampin' Up go for?
That one sold for $12.99, free shipping.
There you go. All right, final section, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the final section we're going to talk about, final topic in this video we're going to talk about is when you're out sourcing, you don't get sick leave. We covered that. You don't get sick leave in this job. You don't get vacation days unless you build them in and take them yourself. That's not a perk of the job. But one perk of this job you do get that a lot of other jobs don't have is going out shopping and looking for bargain deals is literally half the job.
Yep.
And that means you can be looking for deals for yourself, not just for your job.
Correct. Like, I just bought myself a pair of Yeezys.
Yeah, she just got herself a new pair of sleazies.
Yes.
Wait, sleazy doesn't sound right. You don't. Skeezies.
Skeezies,
There you
not
go.
sleazies.
We don't want to give the wrong impression.
So lately when we've been going to garage sales, somebody has picked up a plant habit. So he buys a lot of pots and he bought a
What is
cutter
that?
thingy.
A pruner?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. Well, and even before that, buying storage units and stuff.
Yep.
On more than one occasion now, we have upgraded something in our house. Our furniture, our end tables.
Silverware.
Yeah, our whole silverware drawer got updated recently because we bought a set of silverware we liked more. Actually, we never really had a set of silverware before. It was pieces from 8 sets, I think.
Well,
We had all kinds of mismatched stuff.
We did. The one set that we have the full set of, we got from our daughter, which is an Oneida set. I should look that up and see if it's worth something and sell it. And then find a cheaper set for us.
Yeah, quick tip. If you know us well enough to be giving us gifts, fully expect that we will sell them later.
Yep. Our kids have gotten good about it, though. They give us personalized gifts, so we wouldn't sell them.
Yep. This job does create a bit of a sickness in the fact that it is hard to keep things that have value. You can find something so much cheaper and hold on to that, but once you find something that has value, it's so hard to hold on to it. You just want to sell it.
So hard not to sing.
What were you going to sing?
Get down with the sickness.
Oh, God. We're disturbed, okay?
We are. That's
So
okay, though.
that's probably, I mean, that's what we wanted to mention that. When you're out and about, that is one of the perks of the jobs is you're looking for deals. Don't forget to look for deals for yourself.
Yep. Just don't become a hoarder.
Yeah, that's a fine line
Only
for
buy the
resellers.
necessities.
We see so many resellers building collections.
I know.
One would see this back here and be like, oh, they collect that. We don't. It's just for the videos because
No.
it's a big open room behind us.
Yep. Most of the stuff that's up here is listed for sale.
Yep. Most of the stuff we have, we're pretty good about not hold. We're not collectors to begin. Neither of us have ever really collected anything. We're not holder honors. Like I will
We're not what?
I will pull a roll off dumpster up to the house and empty the house and start over tomorrow. It doesn't bother me. I don't get attached to things that well. She does a little more than I do. I'm all about starting over. I don't mind.
No.
I don't.
No.
Things are just things for me, and I don't
Yeah, but
mind
some
letting
have
them go.
sentimental value for me. So
Nothing.
nothing.
I can't think of anything that I have that's sentimental. Well, you.
No, I wasn't talking about me. You want my ring?
I don't want it.
Okay. I'll sell it then.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
It's probably fake.
It is not. Do you know how I know it is not? Because I diamond tested it.
Oh.
It was my first one when we bought our jewel tester
Yep.
that I had a feeling it was real.
You had a feeling? Wow.
So I tested it on and it just bleeped all the way out. So
Yep.
it's real.
She got the real bling.
Well, only the big one is real. I don't know about the little ones because you can't really test those because they're too small.
All right, so that's it. Don't forget to buy some stuff for yourself. Buy yourself something pretty. You deserve it. You work hard.
You do.
So let's look at the last few things that sold.
We sold some more track. We sold Bachmann Easy Track. These are, I don't get this.
8 of them?
Yep, they're HO and they call them 18-inch 30-degree curved track. But
Well, don't
that
you
crap
get-
ain't 18 inches.
It makes an 18-inch circle.
Is that what that means?
I'm guessing.
I
I'm
don't.
totally guessing. I don't know that, but
It
I
has
would.
it on the back, so that's the only reason I put it in there.
I would guess the 30-degree curve in that would end up making like an 18-inch circle across, or I don't know. You would think it'd be bigger than that. I don't know. HO
Or
track
is
guys,
it-
let me know.
Or is it 18-inch because you count both pieces of the metal wire? Because they're 9 inches long.
I really don't know.
Educate me, because I don't know about tracks either.
Total guess, but this is number 13 on the label here.
Yep.
What'd that sell for?
$19.99 plus shipping.
Yep. And it was just in a big box of tracks sitting on the floor forever and ever. We didn't want to list.
Okay, the last item, I completely freaked out when it actually sold. We bought this because we have a disagreement on it.
We could disagree all day long, but we know the truth.
Anyway, so we bought this. It is Sword Art Online 2, Weiss Schwartz, English version trial deck, and it is complete. It has as many cards in it.
It is a player deck for just a card game. Some
Sure, anime.
weird card game. And we find these at garage sales now and then. When we find these weird card game, as long as they're complete, we usually pick them up. We've picked up several, probably 5 or 6 in the last couple of years. Not this brand though.
No, we sat on that for a while. We did buy that last summer at a garage sale. It was one of the last garage sales we went to. But we bought it, and there was only one other one listed.
Yeah, there weren't many around.
And so I listed it right below where they were. I never went back and checked it again. I've sent out offers on it for like $85, $95. And then out of the blue, it sold for full price.
Yep. And full price was a whole lot more than $1 we spent on it.
Yes. That sold for $119.99, free shipping.
So card games.
We paid-
Especially if you're seeing card games that are in the box and they're complete.
We paid $10 for it.
Yep. We usually pick them up if it looks.
I
I mean, if it's not Uno or Skaboo or whatever other card game, if it's a card game you don't recognize, especially if it's like a fantasy style type card game,
Yep.
we usually pick them up.
That was a good one. I was excited to see it go out the door.
All right.
That's it.
Is that it?
That's all I got.
That's all. You can't get more miscellaneous than this video.
Nope.
We were all over the place, but this is our sick day, so we don't care.
Yep. Take a sick day, buy some fake Yeezys, make sure
Don't
you
buy
list your
fake
items
Yeezys.
right, and treat yourself.
All right, we're going to go get some soup and some crackers for this one.
No, I don't want crackers.
We'll let you go, and we will see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.